I'm Kevin Harlan, excited. To share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. Last season they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Dumars. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Thompson outside. Tries it from 9. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's Denver now.
And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seemed like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
Driving inside.
The layup off target.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball
for the Denver Nuggets.
Barnes looking around. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
Out to Brooks. Pass to Holiday. Here's Thompson. And the shot falls short this time.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Here's Barnes.
Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting. Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Pass to Holiday. Wembanyama, a screen.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Jokic. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And Jokic drops them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Thompson. Barnes grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Jokic. Thompson. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
The Nuggets leading by 3.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back over to you, Kevin.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And again, Denver no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Dumars.
Scoreless thus far. Screen by Hart.
Lets it go with a 3.
It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Outside Bosch. Back to Thompson.
And that one drops for him.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Hart. Fires from deep. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio.
The Nuggets, 6.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Jokic.
It's Jokic inside. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
The Nuggets trailed by 3.
Here's Jokic. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And that's now 10 points for Jokic.
And the teardrop coming from a 7-footer. No one is stopping the Joker there.
Outside Bosch. Pass to Drummond. Just 4 to shoot. Out to Brooks. And here's White. The 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
He's a pretty reliable three-point producer. White knows what his job is.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Jokic a screen. The drive by Barnes. Stolen by Brooks. And a fast break now for the Spurs. No good from Bosch. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
The Spurs with the lead. White down low. Left side Bosch. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Ball. Just 5 to shoot. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Smart. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And I could watch threes from the corner all day. Smart seems to have a feel from there.
Outside, White launches a 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Here's Dumars. The putback. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Ball with a wide-open look. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Filipowski. Smart wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Nuggets making a switch here. Spurs trailed by 7. Thompson outside. He takes it in. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Tipped away. To the inside. Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Here's Thompson. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking time out of the hole. Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Barnes. No good on the last second attempt there. And so that brings the first half to a close. Nuggets lead by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Denver leading by 7. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Kevin, back to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. Hart outside. And Thompson sends it back. Brooks with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Pass to Jokic. Back to Barnes. To the paint. Puts the move on. Rebound San Antonio.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Down low. And Wembanyama with the flush.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Out to the wing. Pass to Thompson. Rebounded by Hart.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Here's Barnes. No good with the layup. Here's San Antonio. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Wembanyama. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic. The Spurs shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And, Richard, you were telling me before the game you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
And just an excellent setup. Joe Dumars just plays with such poise and intelligence, the quintessential combo guard. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
So both teams changing it up here. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So it's Denver now. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Kennard. And that one is hammered home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Inside. Brown. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. And one thing, Richard, you know about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Back to ball. Shot clock at 6. And Ball slams it in.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Pass to Kennard. Payton looking it over. To the middle. Filipowski in the corner. No good on the triple. San Antonio leading. Over in the corner, Barnes. Payton with it. Headed now by Barnes. Here's Brown. Rebound, San Antonio. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass the ball. They get it back. Back to Barnes. Here's the three. No good that time. Outside Dumars. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Spurs out in front. They're up by one.
37.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's White. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Grant. And Grant slams it home.
Oh, Jeremy Grant. Post that up on social media.
Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And then Bosch with the jam.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Left side, Smart. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Deflects the pass to the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Josh Hart. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for San Antonio.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
How about the ball hawking defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steal.
Takes it inside, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first one falls. San Antonio making a switch here. And both free throws good for Brown. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Hart. Barnes rips down the rebound. Thompson outside. Barnes outside. Takes the three. Jokic pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Jokic. Can't get it to go. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Now, here's Jokic. 16 feet away. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Thompson. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside Jokic.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Now Thompson. Outside Wembanyama. Now Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the floater. Rebound by Smart. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
With the goods there. Barnes showing he can deliver.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and he was emphatic in telling his players not to let up at this point. He told them to stay active on defense and contest every single shot. He said, quote, "We've worked too hard to get this lead. Let's protect it," trying to keep them focused down the stretch.
Thank you, Allie. Hands off. Here is Wembanyama. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama.
Nuggets ball. Down to the lineup for San Antonio.
Barnes the screen. Jokic. The putback. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up.